the SMU head coach before the game. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Mustangs headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Pittsburgh's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And headed out now, we take a look at Gutaris Hicks. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most...
Throws it deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Hits the hole. It's Green. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long. So that.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Mustangs. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he's coming out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ballard. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Pitt will line up to punt it away.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Cuts it upfield. It's Green. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. This time they'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. The sure hands, it's Jackson. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The big play came, David. He saw that safety and just didn't believe he could get over the top in time.
Exactly right. You see the one safety in the middle of the field. You know the outside parts of the field are open. Run those goes, those streaks down the field on the outside. Let your playmaking receiver make that play for you.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Under pressure, and they got it.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Long way to go on 2nd down. The ride. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. This offense has it with really good field position. On the move. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking for a crease. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. And what these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
They'll try the right side. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or hide. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
The Mustangs will try to convert on 4th down. A run for the quarterback. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. On the ground with the counter. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hicks. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Knocked down immediately.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Fires deep on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Pitt will have to boot this one away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Catches it at the 15. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun. Rush right in his face. Fires and picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it down at the 45.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it in. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Using his legs at screen. Swapped immediately.
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and was able to get that tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Takes the easy one to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Out wide left, it's Robinson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Left side is Thurman, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Past the 6. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. SMU spends his 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
2nd down to the air. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the running back showing you a little agility, baby? A little toe tapping on the sidelines. He looked like a wide receiver. Make sure he kept his feet in bounds, makes the catch, gets some positive yards.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. All the way back to the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Leaves it in his belly. Looking for room at the 40. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the 3rd quarter. Let's see what he can do with the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Guys, I talked to the SMU head coach coming out of the locker room. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. There he goes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They want to run this quarterback. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make...
He'll take the deep shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Out wide left, it's Robertson. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Fresh center downs going to the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second and regroup before running this next play.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Right side, it's Thurman. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Ballard.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
He unleashes a long one. Touchdown, Panthers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Sells to fake. Moving to his left. Left side is Smith. Lots of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Mustangs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. The give to the single back. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Got an alley. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Mustangs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's the give off the left side. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, he'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that's going to tie it up.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of this drive. Look out! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Motion from the wide receiver. On the ground, it's Ballard. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes the grab, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Trying to make one miss. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Singleton. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And you can tell that play went nowhere.
They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. And they don't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The return team was ready for the fake, and they snuffed it out. They've got a 1st down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. From the gun, it's Ballard. Defense makes a stop, but the chain's woven. It's 1st and goal from the 8. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
On play action. Still looking. And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Yates. nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with the speed.
Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Setting up the screen. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! They take the lead here in the 4th.
Big-time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey, guys, here on the SMU sideline, I can see a big-time decision looming right now with the coaching staff. They need this field goal.
Found a seam on the left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They're going to ride this running back.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
They'll try the left side. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
What can you say about this guy on this drive? There's zero mystery. They just keep turning around, and they keep handing it off. He's stacking up the yards on this drive alone, and at this point, the defense knows who's getting it, and they still can't stop him, guys. Everybody in the stadium should know right now he's probably going to be getting a handoff on this next play as well.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back.
Touchdown, Mustangs! They move on top here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
And they tacked on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's go to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Pittsburgh sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
The Panthers with the 1st and 10. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Snapped on 4th down. Rush is on. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll move the tight end.
Ready, go.
Wants to throw on 1st. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, you take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Pitt calls it 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Just feeds the running back. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. And that's the final timeout for Pitt. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Singleton. Breaks into the open. That'll be a 1st down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks like the offense will just take a knee.